This is AVIOT, Atypical Voices in Our Time, the official podcast of Chemistry Productions. That's spelled K3MISTRY Productions, a media education company.
So go a little something like this. That's AVIOT.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is the AVIOT podcast. I'm your gracious co-host, Jay Stokes, joined by our other gracious co-hosts, Koya and Jay Random. Once again, we have our special guest, B, on the program today. What's going on, everyone? Please don't talk all at once.
Hey, guys. You like that contributing factor to the beginning of the show.
So, sad news, we found out that the Rona is actually hitting Black communities pretty hard. Damn. And I have to go back on some things that I said in past podcast episodes. I heard a good theory online. They were saying because of segregation in certain neighborhoods, because if you think about like poor and disenfranchised people, so Black, Hispanic, what have you, like people that usually go into that demographic, they're separated from a lot of these wealthier, richer groups that will travel. So that's why they might not be showing the infection. I thought we were magical Negroes.
Nope.
I thought we were good,
No.
But it turns out it's actually impacting us very hardcore. And when Black people get it, they usually die, which is unfortunate. It was a group decision. We decided to bring back B on this podcast because he has some pretty interesting theories about this and why he thinks Black individuals, specifically in America, are being harmed big time. So, B, take it away.
Does anybody watch the news today?
Yes.
Mm-mm.
So basically, just to give you a rundown, they've had about 2 weeks of data, and what they found is that African Americans, Black Americans, make up a majority of the deaths related to COVID. And the idea is basically it's not about genetics or biology, so we're not more susceptible to the virus, but we tend to have higher rates of diseases like high blood pressure, cardiovascular disease, diabetes. And so what they're saying is that because of our higher rates of illness and lack of access, that's basically what's killing us.
So does that have to do with we fit the criteria of if you have any type of related health issues?
So if you're Black men, we're most likely to have high blood pressure. If you're Black women, we're likely to have breast cancer. And so it's not about our biology, is just weird because we tend to have poor communities, lack of access to care and money, and therefore more likely to have disease. So they're connecting it to preventable disease, basically.
Yeah, because I heard in New Orleans that the death rate in African community is real high, too, because in New Orleans, you think about the lifestyle that they live with the gumbo and all this unhealthy food type situation.
Shit is so good.
It is good, but, hey, fried chicken is good, too, and macaroni and cheese, yams, but too much of that, you see what happens.
They programmed us that we had to eat the slave master scraps, so all we know is grease, man.
That actually kind of plays into it. That actually kind of plays into it because, of course, because of racism, we're more likely to have access to crappy foods, poor communities, and therefore there's been a generational effect. And now people are actually kind of seeing in real time what are those actual costs because of systemic racism.
And the sad part is, too, like you said, again, I actually seen a chart and they were showing, similar to what you were saying, B, that when they compare whites to Blacks in certain cities, the death rate was 3 times as high. It was just ridiculous. So, I'm sorry.
I think what makes me most mad is that everybody's so shocked.
No, you got a point. Everyone's so shocked, but everybody tends to forget.
I'm like, really?
Yeah.
I remember Random sent me this video where people were being turned away from hospitals and healthcare facilities, Black people were, and then they end up going home and they end up passing away soon after. So we have instances where systemic racism plays a part in Black people having access to care. Then on top of that, there's the whole mask scenario. Now that we're being told, we could wear masks, now you have a whole nother subset of Black people that don't want to wear masks because they feel they're going to be criminalized by law enforcement. We can't do anything.
What am I supposed to do?
Exactly. That's the sad part. They want us to wear masks. Now we put masks on and now they're looking at us. Because, Jay Stokes, you're right. I sent Jay Stokes a video of 2 Black guys in Walmart wearing regular surgical masks. And the cops basically told them either take the mask off or leave the store. And they were like, wait a minute. But they're telling us to wear masks now. And now you're telling me I can't wear it in Walmart? Like, what the hell is going on here? The sad part is, with any recording, if it's not started in the beginning and it start in the middle, then you don't really know what happened prior to that.
True.
I'm pretty sure someone's going to have a different story. But still, regardless of how it works, I don't understand why they had to take their masks off, regardless. And also, I find it odd that they tell us to wear masks after now there's a mass shortage of masks.
Wow.
So it's like, okay, I'm going to wear my mask now, but guess what? I can't get the mask until damn near July. And now they're trying, well, guess what? Go on YouTube. I think the Surgeon General said, hey, let me show you how to make a mask with a T-shirt. So I'm watching it, right? So I'm watching them make the mask with a T-shirt. I'm like, hey, wait a minute. He forgot one important part, which is he forgot to cut the damn shirt. So, because what I did was I followed the whole step-by-step, show my family, and they laughed at me. I looked like Optimus Prime. It was just bad looking. So I went back to the video, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. He cut the shirt. So that's not the same exact shirt that he showed. I'm like, come on, man. It's just, nah, I'm okay. So what I have is 2 construction masks, and I ordered a mask that I don't know when the hell is coming, but it's all over the place. They tell us to wear a mask, and I think we got the green light at midnight. I mean, I woke up and I was like, oh, shoot, now we got to wear a mask. And this is the problem I have with people that wear masks. I find people that wear masks, they're driving in their car with the mask on. It's like, yo, you in your car now.
Because I got to make stops.
Got the mask on?
Well, talk about me.
No, they're driving in the car with their mask. They're doing interviews with their mask on. I'm like, who are you infecting with your mask on?
Don't talk about
Then they got the nerve to have the gloves on that's cross-contaminating. I'm like, yo, listen. Did you ever think you guys are the reason why this shit is spreading? You're cross-contaminating. Stop it.
They be touching the item.
When I get to the car, face. But if my window is down, I'm keeping my mask on. What if somebody drive by me and they at the red light and they sneeze?
Oh my God. Roll your window up. Sorry, but it's cold now. Nobody got their window down.
It's been 65 every day. Cut it out. We need air.
Oh my gosh. Okay? I be seeing people with their window up though. I see people with their window full up, coat on.
I can't breathe with that thing.
Looking like Optimus Prime, aka a damn doctor. I'm like, what the? I'm like, yo, y'all look silly as fuck. They be seeing people with the blue. Did I see people going into the grocery stores? I'm sorry, say that again.
I got the blue gloves from the hospital, the little mask from the hospital. I'll be looking.
I know you do.
Like I'm about to do surgery.
I know. That's what I'm saying. We got all these new doctors walking around.
To get groceries.
Don't be telling me you try to stunt in a surgical mask.
Oh, do I? Don't play with me. I got it in yellow. I got it in blue. I got it in white. I got purple gloves. I got blue gloves, and I got white gloves. It's a look, honey. It's a look. Because
so now we know why
we gotta wear it. Don't do that. I got friends at the hospital. Don't do that. They put me on it.
See, Trump was right. Remember Trump was saying, how y'all go from 20,000 masks, and now y'all need 300,000. Where the masks going? I'm like, dang. Trump calling people out on TV.
You gotta look out for each other. You gotta look out for each other, Trump. Just relax.
Well, listen.
No, because the grocery store it's not safe.
What we gotta
Nobody's
do?
doing the 6 feet thing.
Nobody's doing the 6 feet, especially now at Walmart.
6 feet?
Be right up on you, breathing on your neck.
Listen.
You gotta be like, wait.
When I go to Walmart, I do the dash. I speed walk in Walmart. I speed walk. I don't want to hear it.
When I'm trying to walk fast, I end up bumping into the most people. I had to curse somebody out at the grocery store yesterday, though, and I was looking crazy too. Oh, please! I had a rough day yesterday.
What?
Because go the grocery store, and then the kids are here. I'm trying to be a teacher. I'm trying to grocery shop. I'm trying to stay corona free. I got my own stuff to do. I got a lot going on right now. I'm trying to mind my business at the grocery store. I know I look crazy. I'm in quarantine. I'm not depressed. I might look depressed, but I'm not. I'm just like, I'm in quarantine. So fine. I'm trying to go down the aisle, minding my business. And now they make the aisles where you got to go down one way, up one way. It takes so long to grocery shop. So I just try to go get a little bit of Kool-Aid and cut the line.
Yo,
that's time out. There it is right there. There it is right there.
See that Kool-Aid?
What?
See?
What?
No, cutting the line. Cutting the line.
Why y'all got a problem with the Kool-Aid and me cutting the line? Come on, y'all. One thing at a
time. Sugar
water.
The
thing. I get the pre-made, the one that come in the jar, not the one that's a pack and you got to use all your sugar in your house, not that
all
one.
The sugar in the house.
Other one, because they didn't have no more tea mix. So I was like, well, let me get that, get the kids something to drink. Fine. I'm trying to mind my business, and the man gonna talk about something. One way. I said, excuse me?
Let me ask you a question.
Was that an employee or was that a regular just person?
It was a customer. And I told him he better find his mother effing business and continue grocery shopping.
Yep.
I agree. So let me ask you a question. Baby girl. Is this at ShopRite?
Yep, at ShopRite. That makes you wait an hour to get in.
I can tell. ShopRite is the only one that got arrows that go one way. And let me tell you something. So it's funny you say that because yesterday I went to ShopRite around 5 o'clock, and no one was paying attention to them arrows. I said, "Oh shit, I got it. I'm gonna go at 5 o'clock because nobody paid attention."
One of his counterparts went down the aisle the same way. You wasn't yelling one way. Don't yell one way at me, sir. Yeah. Don't do that. Yeah. So I had to turn it up a little bit. I have nothing else to say.
Yes.
Was it a Karen or a Todd?
It was Todd and Karen, honey. They thought they was gonna double team me, so I told everybody they better mind their mother effing business and keep grocery shopping. Don't even look my way.
Exactly.
I look bad enough. Leave me alone.
Lord. I wanted to ask you, B. How do you feel about this whole Karen thing? Now people are saying, "Oh, Karen is the new N-word. What? It's a racial slur." What's your take on that?
I don't even want to. Oh, Jesus.
Right, process it. It's a mess.
I don't get it. I think you just want to be offended.
Yes, that's it. Mm-hmm. People want to be offended.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you.
I'm like, what if your name really is Karen, though? Karen.
Or Todd.
Todd, or Rick. Or Jake.
What happened to Becky? So Becky's not like a term anymore? Nobody says
Becky is an action. Karen? Becky is an action. Karen is a person.
Becky is... Ooh, excuse me.
Okay.
Yes. Right. Learn something new every day. Okay.
I just feel like people need to feel like they're a victim.
That is true.
Because if I say, "Oh, Karen," like, "Oh my God," I'm like, okay, first of all, relax. Nobody's worrying about you, Karen. Like,
really?
You gotta say it again. Nobody worried about you, Karen.
Like, literally, nobody's worrying about you. Like, literally. It's just like when you go outside at nighttime and white women grab their purses, and I'm like,
okay, old cheap, nasty purse from Marshall's clearance rack. Girl, tonight. Don't ever play with me.
Like, you can get off a corner for $12. I mean,
okay. Mm-mm.
Oh man,
I love when my bag is better than theirs. They have the nerve to clutch it. Girl,
why would I want to steal from you? I have my own credit card, so I'm a little confused. Why you're scared?
Yeah, you got a point.
I should be scared of you. Matter of fact, you can call the cops on me or end up dead. I do live in New York City after all.
Yup. Mm-hmm.
Hey, so real quick. Did anybody see that video with the cop in Baltimore who's now getting in trouble? He was walking in a hood coughing.
Yo, I saw that. There's a cop in Baltimore that was coughing on people. Well, black people, I should say.
Yeah, not covering his mouth. Doing it real ignorant.
Does he have the Rona? He's just being ignorant.
Was he white?
Yes, he was.
Come on, B.
I mean,
he was coughing.
This was a fact check. That's all, right?
The only people I've been seeing making videos of licking like items and coughing on stuff have been them folk over there and certain people from the East, I should say.
Well, can I say something?
What's up?
I'm biased. So I seen a new video and I didn't want to send it to you. Now look, I always send you the others, right? I saw this one when we were up in Walmart, twisting the caps off of brand new juices, taking sips of them and putting them back on, talking about, yeah, y'all gonna catch the Rona today. Yes.
Excuse me?
I said, oh my gosh. It was 2 black guys in Walmart. They were opening up juice bottles, taking sips, and putting them back, opening up like multiple ones. They opened up like 3.
Oh, well, you know what B said? You know what B said about black poor in neighborhoods? You know, they might have lead poisoning because when they were younger, you know how they're licking the little lead holes in the houses. You know what I mean? So, and some people have like developmental issues because they were living in high polluted areas. So we just
going to... trying to say they retarded? Oh, no.
Without saying it, yes. Is that still a term? Is it like special needs?
I don't know.
It's special needs.
Special needs.
Here y'all go. Just blurt it out for shit. I've been drinking. I don't know what the hell.
Oh, man.
Every week y'all got to do something you ain't supposed to say. Like you told Jay, don't say hermaphrodite. Come on.
Don't start with that again. Don't start with that.
Okay.
Yo, God. B, listen.
What are they, the I people?
B, listen, Random was so confused about the hermaphrodite thing. He's like, since when did we stop using that term? I'm like, you can't use that anymore. He's like, why? I'm like, because nobody is, it's intersex.
Intersex, okay.
No one is 100% half and half. Like, you're not half female. Yes.
It used to be.
They just have the body.
Wait a minute. Okay, never mind.
Remember I told y'all the one that I
never mind.
know, she got 2 things. But
That's
she
what I'm
like a girl,
saying.
though.
The she dick.
They got 2 things.
The she something.
Oh my Lord Jesus!
She got that and that. She got
That's
both
what I'm
pieces.
saying. Yeah, got both pieces. Got a clitoris and a penis. What do you call that?
Intersex. So she's got
Hermaphrodite.
Hermaphrodite intersex. Okay. I'm just gonna call them the I people.
B, you see what I got to deal with on a weekly basis?
He loves it. This is like the highlight of his week.
We're from Karens to hermaphrodites.
I know.
Seriously.
Oh, man, we all over the place.
Seriously.
That's
Speaking of confusion.
Yes.
Speaking of confusion, I was mad confused today when I saw the headline with Bernie Sanders dropping out of the presidential race finally. I was like, wait a second. Didn't you just say the other week you were staying in it? Now I wonder what the change was.
Oh, because he did horrible in Wisconsin.
I thought they
Well, he said he 300 delegates behind, or delegates, right? What are those votes? Those delegates, right? Yeah, delegates. Okay. Yeah, 300 delegates behind Joe Biden. He doesn't see how he can win because he's so far behind.
Do you think him staying in this long could have harmed Biden's campaign at all?
If COVID had not happened, I would say yes.
Okay.
Because with COVID, that kind of, I feel like COVID kind of shook everybody. You're kind of like, yeah, I think we need to take this a little bit more serious and just get on with it. And I think that's what happened with Biden.
Yes, that is true. We do need to get on with it. You're right about that.
Before COVID, it would have been much, I feel like it would have been much more longer. But now it's kind of like, we had during the pandemic, we have an idiot in the White House. We can't play any longer. It's just not going to make sense. So we have to literally just bite the, I mean, I'm not excited about Joe Biden, I'm not going to lie, but I'll live with him.
Not me either.
You seen the joint with him touching all the kids?
Except for that.
Oh, man, listen.
Corey, you saw that?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I told y'all.
Oh, yeah, you did.
I'll play with him.
Creepy Joe.
I did.
That's right, Uncle Joe. That name alone sounds creepy.
Okay. They're saying that he's not like mentally stable. They say he always talks like he's in a state of confusion and they don't really know if they could trust him. So I feel like
you're right. That is most of the leaders in Washington. Nah, B said it's most of the leaders in Washington that are like that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So, yeah, I guess he could just join the club, right? Whatever.
So we have 2 senile people going at it in the debate. Good luck with that shit.
Yeah, it's ratings gold.
I know. The fact checkers are going to love this shit. They both going to be saying stuff that never happened. Not true.
True. True. Yep. Good point. Speaking of old folk, there's another point that B was saying earlier. We had a conversation off the air about Italy and his theories for why people in Italy have been passing away, have been dying in high numbers, and in Spain. So B, just wanted you to touch on that right quick.
So basically Italy has a high old population, a lot of elders there. Obviously, if you're older, you tend to have high rates of high blood pressure and, cancer and blah, blah. So really it's just the disease of like preconditions of being elderly. And so that's why in Spain, you're seeing so many people die so much faster. But the problem is here in America, people are so much sicker. I think that's probably why more people are dying. And if we go back to our original discussion about race, that kind of plays into it as well, because Black people tend to be sicker. So therefore, and also it's also important that the disease is more likely to kill men than it is women. So you're going to see higher rates of men dying than women at the end of this whole pandemic.
Because we're not taking care of ourselves?
Well, just in general, biologically, men are more likely to die before women do. So women are sicker, but men die earlier.
You have to look at how we're socialized in certain situations as well, because a lot of men, they're taught to be stoic and, I don't need any help. I can do everything by myself. And because of that, you end up not going to the doctor. Right, B? And then you end up dying sooner because you're dealing with so much stress. You have like high blood pressure due to the stress. You might have a stroke because you have so much pressure and pent up angst built inside of you. You're like, I need to be a man. I need to be strong. I need to not show emotion, and all this stuff can add to men dying sooner.
Yes, sir.
Ooh.
Unfortunately. So, we're kind of kicking the can quicker. But...
Which kind of sucks if you think about it, because Koya over here violating every rule for this pandemic, and Koya probably has a higher chance of living than we do.
It's that bullshit. I'm going out. I'm leaving the house tomorrow. You're right.
Wait a minute. How have I violated anything?
Koya
What?
driving with the window down. Koya is color coordinating her outfits. Probably not even worried about putting it over her nose properly. They're cutting in line,
Lies,
cross-contaminating with other people.
Lies. Well, all I did was cut the line. That ain't no violation of no nothing.
Were you 6 feet away from somebody?
You know what the problem was? They were shook because they didn't have masks. You should have came in there with masks. Let me get my Kool-Aid, mind your business, go your way, I go my way. Have a mask like everybody else. Then you wouldn't have been so pressed about me trying to get my Kool-Aid and dip. It was their fault, not mine. I didn't violate it.
Let me ask you a question. Did you get something else besides Kool-Aid, or is that all you went to the store?
Out of that particular aisle? Oh, yeah, I got a couple of things because I had to bring mommy some stuff. So I had to replenish my stuff because I gave her stuff out the house. So yeah, I got other things.
Wait, so you still seeing mommy?
Wow.
You know, mom was
say?
the old.
I'm not violating anything.
What
I'm
I
not
said?
violating.
You know, mom work.
Putting your mom at risk.
You know, listen. You know, mom work with the old
She sends
folks.
me, y'all. She sends me. She wants bacon and orange juice. She sends me.
You better leave it on top of the trash.
I know,
Leave it
see
on
what my
top of the
dad
trash.
do. See what my dad do.
She lives in an apartment building. Leave it on top of what trash?
Leave it on the trash. I'm like, Dad, wait, you got a car in the back. Nah, leave it on the trash. Okay, trash it is.
I gotta
Yeah, that's
see my
crazy.
mother, so not really violating anything,
FaceTime.
guys.
Like I do. FaceTime. I'm about to FaceTime her after the show.
FaceTime who?
Mommy.
Anywho,
Okay.
I just wanted to know, why do you think that COVID-19 or coronavirus is not hitting Africans as much? Because we see blacks are being affected in America, but what about Africans who are also black?
Probably healthier.
Yes, I do think
I
they're.
think that's a smaller. Isn't like not that many Chinese people though that go over there versus here? Like in
Nope.
San Francisco, they got their whole, like they got Chinatowns in Boston, DC. Like they're everywhere here. It's not like that in Africa, is it?
No, the Chinese are colonizing different parts of Africa now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they took over Jamaica, from what I heard.
Dude, B over here cooking. Speaking of Jamaica, I don't know why my mind went to food. I'm thinking about oxtail. I don't know why, but I do want some oxtail, to be honest. That'd be nice.
You gonna
You
make
want
it?
some oxtail?
Nah, the ghost's gonna make it.
Okay, gotcha.
The ghost is a better cook than I am.
I'm not surprised at that.
I
Probably better
could,
driver,
okay, listen. I could totally see the ghost being a better cook.
too. Exactly. Shame on you.
I don't know. Yeah, if you had a dinner party and you told me you cooked, I wouldn't eat. I would eat if I came.
Yeah, me too.
B, stay with the cooking, man.
B, what's up with the water?
Going.
You gotta eat. You gotta
Oh
eat.
my God. Y'all
Damn
listening
it.
to this podcast, if y'all heard any bumps or thumps or high-pitched noises, that's B making
He's
everything under
hungry.
the sun.
Oh
Lord.
man, this is hilarious.
Sounds like
I'm loving
he
this show.
washing potatoes.
I know it
under
does,
the
right?
water.
Uh-huh.
He's
So-
washing and skinning potatoes.
B, just so you know,
Might
the
as well
ghost,
find out what he's making.
just so you know, the ghost is another inhabitant that I live with over here.
The ghost. At first, I was like, "Who the hell? What the hell? A ghost?" But now I know who the ghost.
Exactly.
A ghost.
I gotta give
Put
the ghost.
respect on the ghost. That's so
mean,
terrible.
The ghost always be on our commercials. Every time you hear the ghost on a commercial.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, ghost.
And now for a quick commercial break.
Hey guys, as you can hear, we are unapologetic in our opinions. We may be politically incorrect or possibly wrong, but don't knock us for being ourselves and saying what many are too afraid to admit out loud. Anyways, if you have any thoughts or questions about our show, email us at chemistryproductions@gmail.com. That's K3MISTRY productions@gmail.com. We'll be sure to address whatever you have to say.
Anyways, I think that with Africa, the reason why they haven't been hit by COVID-19 as much is because they don't deal with the racial disparities like we do, even though like the different countries there tend to be more impoverished. But there are rich areas in Africa too.
Yes.
But in the totality, they tend to be more impoverished. They still don't have like as harsh racial discrimination as over here because everybody's black. So you have that going on. The food is fresher and you don't have this history of racism and oppression. So I think that's the reason why. But I do want to know, in terms of America, with blacks being affected over here, do you think now that this data is coming out, people are going to start acting differently?
No,
Dang.
I'm sad to say because think about it. Really, think about it. You remember? Okay, I hate to. I'm not gonna bring her name up, but remember this this famous cook lady who tried to make healthy macaroni and cheese. Like, imagine having healthy macaroni and cheese.
Who did that?
I don't want it. I don't want it.
The lady who, oh man, her name was, I'm gonna mess her whole name up. Something Dean.
Paula Dean?
Paula Dean. I'm about to say Jimmy Dean. Like the
Paula Dean
sausage
is a
man.
racist.
That's what I'm saying.
What about
But
her?
remember, she got high blood pressure and something else, so she had to change her eating. So she started like changing her foods on her show. First of all, nobody cared after we found out she was racist. But then she tried to change her cooking show to be more healthy, and no one cared either. Like she started making healthy macaroni and cheese. Like healthy macaroni and cheese don't even sound right. How you gonna make healthy candy yams?
Just don't make macaroni and cheese. What the hell?
Yeah, like how you gonna make healthy candy yams? How you gonna make healthy fried chicken? I mean, come on, we you know what I'm saying? How you gonna make healthy smothered chicken?
I know how. Put some raisins in it.
That's right.
Put some raisins in.
Ooh, not the raisins, child. Ooh, no.
And now we see why the ghosts cook. Look. Now we see why the ghosts cook and one don't cook.
Ah, shush. No, I'm talking about, you ain't seen that Thanksgiving joint where the certain people who will not be named, they put some raisin in their macaroni and cheese.
Anglo.
No, and candy corn. And candy corn. Remember candy corn? I do remember
Anglos, who they are.
And some mayonnaise. Some mayonnaise.
Oh man. Yeah, so I mean,
they are.
we need a sound bite. What's it? Anglo Slaxtons? How you say it?
Anglo Sax. Yeah.
I don't know if it's just
Shoot, you messed me up. I don't know how to say it now.
No, she says Anglo Slaxtons.
Oh, that's hilarious. But to be honest with you, I do believe that we can control how we eat, but I don't think a lot of people are really going to take heed to it. Meaning, we could still love our fried chicken, macaroni, our fish, but just got to do it in portions.
But it ain't just about the eating, though. It's not just about the eating. It's about the preconceived. It's the conditions that we have ahead of time, like asthma, high blood pressure, and then it's about the not having access to these healthcare facilities.
True, but I think it's something that we can take care of on our own. As far as we have to be more healthier, we have to do more walking.
As B eats a French fries.
It's right though, B. Eat up, bro. I feel you. I had chili tonight. Is that unhealthy?
It's an ingredient.
It's an ingredient.
There's no artificial ingredients in the fries.
There you go. There you go. Did you fry it or did you bake it? Did you fry it or bake it? See? Look, he already started.
You baked them.
Jay Stokes. He already started.
Don't play with me.
See? And this is why I say we're not going to do it. You hear Coy? Coy already gave me on about baking a fry.
What the hell?
So
I was just trying to figure something out. I feel like if you gonna bake the fries, eat you a baked potato, dear me. Quit playing. Nobody want no baked fries. Nobody want no baked fries. Sorry.
Break it every day.
Jay Stokes,
every
rule.
Right? All the codes.
So Jay Stokes, this is why I say yes. It may be a problem with us trying to become healthy.
Because of this one over here.
With all the pins.
I'm just saying.
I don't see nothing wrong with
next
the
time
big
have
fry.
a baked potato, darling, instead.
With some bacon and sour cream. With some bacon and sour cream.
God.
I mean, I don't eat.
Gotta mess the whole darn meal up.
My fork. But look, and you gotta do what you gotta do. But no baked fries, poo. Baked potato, if anything. That's all I'm saying.
But listen. But no. So to answer your question, once again, I do believe that until we reprogram ourselves as a society, then no, I don't see anything changing. But we have to reprogram ourselves. It's not that hard. Like I said, again, we got to eat things in portion. We got to start working out. And when I mean by working out, we could go for walks. We don't all have to drive in our cars.
What about the people that got to stay at home like B? He got to stay at home order. He can't go on a walk.
I did a 4 mile.
Wait a minute. He could walk around that house.
You did a 4 mile walk.
Right, B? You walk around that house. Yo, I see a lot of people running around their damn house like they crazy.
Walk around their house.
Yo, I see people running around their house around here.
Exactly.
Well, what want me to do? Run up and down the stairs. I mean, shit. Listen, old people go to the mall back in the days when they didn't want to go outside. See old people walking around, speed walking. You're like, why is this old lady following me? Nah,
I'm mad. B got a whole meal, yo. You eating a whole? He had the French fry. What's that? A burger? What is that?
Oh,
what you eating? It's a hot dog.
That's what you should be more concerned about. That hot dog. That's that mystery meat. I don't mess with hot dogs like that.
Yo, I used to love hot dogs. This is just show me how they make it. I'm like, I'm good. That's like that aftermarket meat.
What'd you say, P? Can't hear you. What'd you say?
I got it from Whole Foods.
Oh, so that hot dog. So that joke cost like $15.
That one hot dog cost $10. Oh
okay,
man.
B, let these people know. You got your dog some Whole Foods, honey.
Whole Foods.
That makes a difference.
That's
it's
that
just,
whole piece of meat.
Yeah, right.
Not 12.
Yeah, right.
One.
Yeah, okay. Believe it if you want. I hope you enjoy it.
That's
I
that
can't
free
see
range.
nobody.
That's that free range joint.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
yeah, all right.
That's that kosher shit.
Yeah.
See, next time, don't eat up here because these people don't have no respect. That's half the problem. I eat before I start. They don't have no respect up here. They talk about my internet. They'll talk about my food. Every week it's me. Yeah? I'm just warning you for next week.
Hold up. I heard a crack. I heard a crackle.
You better start yelling. Baby girl start yelling, tell them get off the internet.
Hold on, let
Somebody
me put
testing
y'all on
you.
mute. I'm about to yell at everybody. Hold on. Even the dog, he probably on some shit too downstairs. I'm about to shut it all down. Don't worry.
Better do like me. Change the password while you do the show. Nobody be on there.
So trifling. That is totally something you would do. You are so low down, dog.
Change the damn password for 30 minutes.
Yo, I will say this. I think that my theory is the reason why a lot of black people in the beginning thought that we had some kind of cure or we were superpower, right? We were immune to this virus. I think most of it comes down to black people are so used to being at the bottom of the totem pole within society that we just wanted something to make us feel better. Like, you get it, but we can't get it. You know what I mean? We're always told we're at the bottom. We're not this, we're not that. So I think that when we got the news that the Rona was affecting other demographics, we were like, oh, well, it's not affecting us. So we get a pass. All this struggling, all this suffering, now we good. But now that's affecting us, you see a narrative starting to change and people are blaming us for getting it, talking about, oh, well, y'all need to control y'all blood pressure. Like,
I think also the reason why, I know, you're right. You're right, Corey. They need to leave us alone. But I think another reason why we are finding out now that we can get it, and when we get it, is 9 out of 10 a death sentence is because we were so ignorant to the fact that since we thought we couldn't get it, we didn't really protect ourselves. I wonder if people are paying attention to the fact that either A, has this virus mutated? Or if it hasn't, what's going to happen when it mutates? Because think about it. When you get the flu shot, you get the flu shot from last year flu. And this year flu is not even the last year. You know what I'm saying? So we're panicking now and trying to get a vaccine for something that when it comes back again, because it will, are we going to be ready for it? That's the scary part for me, because all viruses mutate. They mutate because once they go into another person's body, it comes out different. But I just know all viruses mutate.
all I'm saying is get ready for the zombie apocalypse. That's it.
Listen, so
I'm
true.
ready.
Now,
I got my mask on. Love.
Get ready.
Yo, listen. All that I know, baby girl, you ain't gonna be at McDonald's. You're gonna be at my house, all right? I'm gonna tell you, they ain't gonna catch you slipping at the drive-thru. Okay, baby girl? They ain't gonna catch you slipping. I got you.
Nah, Chloe, I'll be right at McDonald's trying to get a fish fillet.
Popeyes, they just gave out coupons in the mail. That's where they could find me. Trying to get some chicken. Y'all better leave me alone. I ain't telling y'all nothing else. Every week y'all be dogging me.
Yeah, nah, it's all love. It's all love. It's all love.
We definitely send our love and our prayers and our thoughts out to those who have been affected by this virus. We hope that everybody gets well. We crack jokes on this podcast about the Rona and everything, but it's just to keep us laughing through the hard times. So with that being said,
The Rona.
Yeah, the Rona. So with that being said, we're going to end this podcast for today.
Wash your hands, guys. And what else? Just wash your hands and try the 6 feet thing. Give people some space.
That includes you, Koya.
Don't be cutting the line.
I was trying to mind my business. Oh, please. Anyway.
What's up, B? What
Next person.
Stay home.
That is true.
Okay.
That
I'll
is
try,
true.
B. I'll try.
I recommend everybody stay home, stay safe, and understand that this virus is only going to not spread if we do what we need to do. It's going to take all of us to do what we need to do. It can't be half of us doing it and half of us not.
So go a little something like this. That's AVIOT.